Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Secrets of the Ancients, where we uncover the hidden mysteries of lost civilizations and dive deep into the secrets that shaped our world. I'm your archaeological guide, and today we're embarking on the most extraordinary journey yet. One that will take us to the coldest, most isolated, and most mysterious place on Earth. Today's discovery will challenge everything you thought you knew about ancient history. We're heading to a land twice the size of Australia, holding 90% of the world's ice, a continent that may hide pyramids, ancient forests, and secrets that could rewrite human civilization itself. Before we unveil these incredible secrets, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to reveal. Picture this. It's the year 2016. Satellite images are scanning the Ellsworth Mountains in Antarctica when something absolutely astounding appears on the screen. Hidden among endless snow and ice, rising 4,150 feet into the polar sky, stands a mountain that looks exactly like the pyramids of Giza. But here's the mystery that baffled archaeologists. This pyramid-shaped formation has 4 sharp faces and a pointed top, just like the ancient pyramids of Egypt. From above, the resemblance is striking, almost impossible to ignore. This isn't just any mountain peak, fellow explorers. This is a geological anomaly that's forcing scientists to ask uncomfortable questions. Now, let me take you deeper into this discovery. Geologists explain that this formation is what's known as a nunatak, a peak that sticks out above the ice. Over millions of years, they say, strong winds, freezing temperatures, and cycles of thawing and refreezing carved its faces into this sharp, triangular shape. This process, called freeze-thaw weathering, is common in cold regions and can create surprisingly regular shapes in stone. But pay attention to this incredible detail. Most natural peaks with triangular sides have just 1 or 2 flat faces. This Antarctic mountain appears to have 4, giving it a near-perfect geometric form. Similar pyramid-like peaks exist in places like the Swiss Alps, such as the famous Matterhorn, but the Antarctic formation stands out for its unusual symmetry. What we'll discover now will amaze you. Ancient seekers and mystery hunters have noticed something fascinating. The pyramids in Egypt, Mexico, and Peru all share similar designs: wide bases, sloping sides, and strong alignment with cardinal directions. Could this pattern show a shared understanding of architecture, possibly passed down from a single older source? Recent satellite technology has revealed even more strange features scattered across the icy surface. Among them are large, dark shapes resembling doorways carved into mountain slopes, and patterns that look like man-made stairs. One of the most talked-about formations appears near a remote area of East Antarctica, where a large, rectangular opening is clearly visible, positioned along a rock face, with sharp lines and shadowed interior. But the puzzling question is, could these be natural formations, or is Antarctica hiding something far more extraordinary beneath its ice? Now let's move to one of the most mind-blowing revelations in Antarctic research. Imagine with me, fellow time travelers, Antarctica was not always the frozen desert we know today. Long before it became a land of endless ice and howling winds, this continent may have been a place of forests, rivers, and life. This discovery will blow your mind. For more than a century, geologists and paleobotanists have uncovered fossilized remains of forests buried deep beneath Antarctica's icy crust. In the Beardmore Glacier region, just 500 kilometers from the South Pole, members of Robert Falcon Scott's 1912 expedition discovered leaves resembling those of beech trees. But here's what will absolutely amaze you. Further south, on Alexander Island and the Antarctic Peninsula, researchers found upright fossilized trees, still rooted in the soil they once thrived in. Some of these trees, now stone, stood as tall as 7 meters. Around them lay layers of ancient pollen, leaves, and organic remains of a lush temperate rainforest that existed 100 million years ago. Pay attention to this incredible number. These forests existed when temperatures ranged from 13 to 21 degrees Celsius. Despite the continent's location near the South Pole, the global climate at the time was dramatically warmer. These conditions made it possible for evergreen species, conifers, and ferns to dominate the landscape, even during long months of polar darkness. Recent drilling beneath the ice has confirmed what these surface fossils began to suggest. A team from Rice University uncovered ancient pollen deep within sediment layers off the coast of the Antarctic Peninsula. Their findings show that the area was covered in tundra as recently as 12 million years ago. This leads us to a compelling question that archaeologists are still debating. Could there have been enough time, and enough favorable conditions for early human or pre-human civilizations to exist on this continent? Ancient seekers, prepare yourselves for one of history's most perplexing mysteries. What we're about to uncover will challenge everything you know about ancient cartography and lost civilizations. In 1513, an Ottoman admiral and cartographer named Piri Reis created a partial world map that includes something extraordinary. This map appears to show the outline of a continent in the location of Antarctica, not with its present icy shape, but with a coastline resembling its actual landmass, as if seen without the ice. But here's the mystery that baffled historians. How could a 16th-century cartographer draw Antarctica with such accuracy centuries before the continent was officially discovered? The Piri Reis map, according to this view, may have been compiled using documents from a lost civilization with advanced knowledge of geography and exploration. Historian Charles Hapgood argued that a prehistoric seafaring culture mapped the world's coastlines, including a then ice-free Antarctica, thousands of years before modern history began. He suggested that the Piri Reis map might reflect Antarctica as it looked during the last ice age, possibly around 10,000 to 4,000 BC, a time when, he believed, parts of the continent could have been free of ice. What archaeologists discovered next was shocking. Modern imaging technology has recently revealed vast, ancient landscapes beneath Antarctica's thick ice cover. In East Antarctica, scientists use satellite data and ice-penetrating radar to map a region of buried valleys and ridges the size of Belgium. This landscape, once shaped by rivers and weather, remained untouched for at least 14 million years. Fellow explorers, we're now descending into one of the most extraordinary environments ever discovered on Earth. Imagine with me, beneath kilometers of solid ice, hidden from sunlight for millions of years, lie vast lakes of liquid water. Among them is Lake Vostok, buried nearly 4,000 meters beneath the East Antarctic ice sheet. This discovery will blow your mind. Lake Vostok has been sealed off for possibly 15 to 25 million years. In this extreme and lightless world, scientists believe life may still exist. When Russian scientists finally reached the surface of the lake in 2012, after drilling for over a decade, they broke through to a world that had not been touched by air or light since long before humans walked the planet. But Lake Vostok is not alone. More than 400 subglacial lakes have now been identified across the continent. These lakes are kept liquid not by the sun, but by heat from the Earth's interior and the insulating pressure of the ice above. They are connected by an underground network of subglacial rivers, creating what some scientists call a frozen wetland. Pay attention to this incredible discovery. In Lake Mercer, located beneath the West Antarctic ice sheet, scientists discovered an ecosystem filled with bacterial life. Despite the lack of sunlight, oxygen, and surface nutrients, these microorganisms were not only alive, but thriving. Even more astonishing was the discovery of Lake Enigma. This ice-covered lake has strange structures and rich microbial mats that look like carpets and tree-like formations on the lake bed. It's a level of biological complexity that surprised even the most experienced researchers. Ancient mystery hunters, what we're about to reveal will leave you speechless. Deep in the McMurdo dry valleys of Antarctica flows a bright red waterfall known as Blood Falls. This vivid and surreal feature is one of the strangest natural phenomena on the frozen continent. At first glance, Blood Falls looks like something out of a science fiction story, as though the glacier itself is bleeding. The waterfall stands 5 stories high and its deep red hue appears to stain the surrounding ice like an open wound. But here's what scientists discovered. More than 5 million years ago, this area was submerged by the ocean. When the sea retreated, pockets of salty water were left behind and eventually sealed under layers of ice. Today, pressure beneath the glacier pushes this iron-rich, highly saline water through a fissure in the ice. When it reaches the surface and is exposed to oxygen, the iron oxidizes and turns deep red. Hidden within these iron-rich waters is an isolated ecosystem of microscopic life. Scientists have discovered extremophile microorganisms that survive in complete darkness and without oxygen, feeding instead on iron and sulfur. These microbes offer rare insight into how life can exist in the harshest environments on Earth, and possibly in similar conditions on icy worlds like Europa or Enceladus. But the puzzling question remains. Some alternative researchers suggest that bloodfalls may be connected to something deeper, perhaps even a hidden underground structure beneath the ice. And now, fellow time travelers, we arrive at one of Antarctica's most mysterious legends, the Ningen. Described as a massive, pale white being with a humanoid shape, the Ningen is said to be up to 30 meters long. Witnesses from Japanese research vessels have claimed to see this strange figure rise silently from the water before disappearing again beneath the waves. Its face is often described as eerily human, with two small eyes and a wide, expressionless mouth. Some versions of the story depict the Ningen with arms and hands. Others describe it more like a smooth, finned sea creature, barely distinguishable from the icebergs that drift nearby. Fellow explorers and ancient seekers, we've journeyed together through one of Earth's greatest mysteries, from pyramid-shaped mountains to ancient forests, from mysterious maps to hidden lakes teeming with life. Antarctica continues to challenge everything we thought we knew about our planet's history. Until then, keep seeking, keep questioning, and never stop exploring the incredible mysteries of our ancient world. This is Secrets of the Ancients, where history comes